Yeah, Madam President, for a moment there, I forgot what was in this bill, so I just wanted to remind a few people, because I actually support the underlying bill. So this has a couple of tax credits that were added in there, and I wanted to call them out, mostly because I can't resist calling out irony, if that's the word, from some of my friends on the other side of the aisle. A lot of this session, we know, was focused on reforming our tax code, and we kept hearing time and time again about welfare for the wealthy, and I actually applaud that. That's a very catchy phrase. So I wanted to educate people on the angel investment tax credit in particular. Now, I'm not going to deny that there's merit to wanting folks to invest in certain businesses, but I wanted to call attention to how it's designed. Who gets the benefit? There was a number of years ago that I wanted to invest in a particular startup company, a biotech company, and I found out I was not allowed to. As much as I might want to and think it's a good investment and going to do a lot of good, I was not allowed to because I was not what's called an accredited investor. I had no idea what that was. I had to go out and learn. Okay, I'm not good enough. What is an accredited investor, and why am I not that? Well, as it turns out, I'm not that because an accredited investor, it's a federal thing, is when you make $200,000 a year or your net worth is $1 million. That's what makes you an accredited investor. And to be able to qualify for the angel investment tax credit, that's what you have to be. That thing is designed for the wealthy. Now, one would say, but it's because we want them to invest in these small businesses. Okay, I get that argument. I just find it really interesting when we get beat up for welfare for the wealthy. This is the definition of that. And then the icing on the cake is the fact that when they make money from these businesses, they don't give any of that back. They don't pay extra tax because, well, the state subsidized a portion of their risk, and now that their risk paid off for them, and so the state's going to share in some of that, right? No, it does not. It's all for them, and the bonus for them, the icing on the cake, is that they're even exempted from capital gains taxes on that. So it's a double benefit. Not only do they get this state subsidy, but they also don't even have to pay the same types of taxes that other people have to pay. Again, in order to qualify, you have to be wealthy. I just want to point that out for my friends on the other side of the aisle. As it turns out, you do support welfare for the wealthy, and with that, I vote no.
Senator Petersen, you're on the board.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise to explain my vote.
Please do.
Madam President, the add-ons to this bill that were mentioned by Senator Mesnard are the perfect example of what you can accomplish if you pay enough lobbyists to come down here and pass you a sweetheart deal. I mean, this is the perfect example. This wasn't dreamed up by legislators. We didn't have legislators saying, wow, this would be a great way to get our economy going. This would be a great way to help with housing. No. We had a bunch of wealthy people. This is literally a handful. You're talking about a very, very small group of wealthy people who are making sure they don't pay any taxes. And it is bizarre to me to hear people down here rail against this, and yet they vote for it. It is absolutely bizarre. With that, Madam President, I vote no.
Thank you.